Yeah, what's up, guys? So, this will be my first full length video discussing a certain topic that I think is actually very important, and that is the situation that is going on down in Venezuela. Yes, as we know, the U.S. military has sent warships and soldiers down in that area, but Trump and the administration are telling you that they're fighting the drug cartels and drug trafficking, which they are. But let's talk about what's really going on in Venezuela, something you don't hear on the mainstream news anymore. And it actually started back around 2015. Yeah, see, that is when Guyana, the neighboring country to Venezuela, discovered a massive oil reserve in a region of its country that a 1966 Geneva Agreement gave them along with their border arbitration when they gained their independence in 1899. So this area belongs to Guyana. But what do we have in Venezuela? That's right, we have a socialist dictator, and its social policies has destroyed the Venezuelan economy, and they're fucking broke. So, of course, after this large discovery of an oil well in Guyana's territory of Escobar, Venezuela then started claiming that the land belonged to them. And of course, what has Nicolas Maduro done? That's right, he has ordered his state owned oil companies to go take over that region and start draining its oil reserves for Venezuela. That's right. He is trying to annex a portion of a sovereign country that is allies with the United States and the West to take their oil reserves from them. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, that's exactly what Saddam Hussein done to Kuwait back in the late 80s, early 90s. Operation Desert Storm. Yeah, but see, this is what the mainstream media doesn't tell you is when Trump is helping out countries like Argentina, who is a U.S. ally, Guyana, who is a U.S. ally. Ladies and gentlemen, that is called America first because we are protecting American interest. So that's what's really going on with the tensions in Venezuela. Is Donald Trump is pretty much daring Nicolas Maduro to invade Guyana to try to steal their oil wells. Yeah, where places like ExxonMobil and BP have invested millions of dollars to start using that oil reserve in paying the state of Guyana. That's what's going on. That's why the military is really down there, ladies and gentlemen. They are protecting a sovereign democratic country from a socialist dictatorship. That's why the Democrats are fighting so hard on the side of Venezuela, is because Venezuela stands for everything they want here in America. They want a socialist dictatorship. All you have to do is look north to New York and Mom Donnie getting elected. That is what the Democratic Party really wants. But that's why they're not reporting on the fact that Nicolas Maduro is trying to annex territory from a sovereign, democratically led country in Guyana. Yeah, this is the exact same thing that we were sending billions and billions of dollars in weapons to Ukraine for, because that's exactly what Vladimir Putin and Russia is doing in Ukraine. But see, that's the difference. Whenever it's someone that the Democrats can funnel their money through, Ukraine, Biden crime family, they're all for it. But when it's protecting American interest, that's when they seem to have a problem with it. That's why the Democrats are going so hard after Donald Trump for the situation and the tension in Venezuela, is because Donald Trump is looking out for the American people and America's interest. Because, see, by him taking out the drug trafficking and the drug smuggling out of Venezuela, He's cutting off funds to Nicolas Maduro. He's taking away the money that that regime is using to operate. That's why the Democrats are so against him standing up to the drug trafficking coming out of those countries. Oh, they're just innocent fishermen. Although other South American countries have actually come out and stated, no, they're actually bombing the shit out of drug smugglers. But that's why the Democrats are trying to protect them, is because the socialist regime that is set up in Venezuela is what the Democrats are praying for here. And I mean, come on, think about it. We all know the history of the socialist regimes in the world. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, just look at Russia, look at Cuba, look at Germany, look at Italy. They're all the fucking same. The socialist dictatorships that Democrats dream about never work. They destroy every country where they have ever been put in place. And Democrats deny this, and of course they do because it's their political ideology, and they've got to have something to run on, so they indoctrinate the kids of America to believe that socialism is the only way to prosper in the entire world. But yet it's the most destructive fucking policies that have ever been enacted. So now you know the truth about what's going on with the U.S. and Venezuela and why we are doing the things we are doing, why Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is protecting American interest because American interests are America first. Y'all have a great one. We'll catch y'all on the next episode.